Hello, it's Just Stone again. Yes, with the new football season starting this weekend, I thought I want to talk about Arsenal, because every football fan has their own opinion, don't they? Cool, my gran could have scored that. Well, why didn't she, mate? Because she ain't a professional football player, is she? Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk a bit about Arsenal because I feel quite excited about this upcoming season. So anyway, I'm not wearing an Arsenal football shirt, but that doesn't make me any less of a fan. I have got a little Arsenal fridge magnet bottle opener here and a little, there he is, a little figure of Arsene Wenger right there. But anyway, in terms of football, as we all know, the football season was all up in the air. They finally finished it due to the coronavirus that's been going around. And now a little bit of a late start, but very quick since the last season finished. The Premier League season is starting again this weekend, and Arsenal are having their first game against newly promoted Fulham. So anyway, all this is just my opinion, so I'm just going to quickly go over it, and I like to make videos anyway. Right, so Arsenal's first game of the season is away from home. For some reason, I'm feeling pretty good about this upcoming season. I've got like a good sense of optimism. Although Arsenal did finish 8th, they have managed to get into the Europa League by winning the FA Cup. And even though it wasn't a great season at all, I do quietly feel like Mikel Arteta has made a change in the overall squad, like the mentality, the atmosphere and everything. And the last season ended pretty well considering how bad of a season they actually had. Like, for instance, who would have thought that Arsenal would have beaten Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final to then go on and win the FA Cup and then go on to win the Community Shield? Now, some might say that's just a friendly, it doesn't matter. I suppose it is, but Liverpool fielded a pretty strong team. I didn't watch the game, so don't quote me on how players did and everything. But the fact that they churned out a win is quite impressive. But anyway, playing against Fulham, on paper, I'd say that Arsenal should win, and my heart is going to say I think Arsenal will win. But for some reason, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be like clear cut and dry. I actually think Arsenal will probably concede first. I mean, a lot of the time last season, I found that I was thinking, looking at on paper, like, oh, Arsenal can easily win this or whatever. Maybe they did win in the end, but it was like a scare. They went a goal down or whatever and finally got the goals to win. And I reckon it's going to be more of the same, if I'm honest with you. So please note, I'm not going to be tooting my own horn. I'm going to be realistic. If you like my views, then that's all good, man. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tough victory. I'll go with a victory for Arsenal. To quickly talk about the transfer activity for Arsenal, I think they've made some pretty good signings. I was a bit against signing Willian, considering his age. He's like 32 or something now. But considering he was like one of Chelsea's best players last season and everything, hopefully the 4 weeks or 3 weeks off or whatever won't have like impacted him too much, and hopefully he can carry on that sort of form. They've signed Gabriel, the defender. He looks a pretty good defender from like YouTube videos I've seen, as the everyday football scout would see. Having said that, I have a feeling he probably won't start the game. I reckon Mikel Arteta's probably going to go with like David Luiz starting for sure. Maybe Gabriel might start, but in terms of William Saliba, I don't think he'll start. He'll probably ease him in because he's a lot younger. I say a lot younger than Gabriel, but I think he's only like, what, 3 years younger than him? I might be wrong on that, but anyway. So it's a bit funny because Arsenal spent a bit of money on Gabriel, 27 million, and there's not been a lot of outgoings. Arsenal need to get rid of players, I think, to free up either the wage bill or raise some transfer funds. I know that they got rid of Henrik Mkhitaryan, but I think that was like a mutual termination or something. So does that mean that Arsenal didn't get a transfer fee for that? Or maybe Mkhitaryan paid off his contract, so they got a bit of money there, but I'd probably say they haven't got a lot of transfer funds in that sense. So all the talk is that Arsenal are keen to sign Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. I've seen some YouTube videos of him and he looks pretty damn good. I'm quite sad actually that the whole deal with Lucas Torreira didn't sort of work out. I think he's got sort of great sort of footballing player mentality, but for some reason he's just been a bit homesick. It hasn't worked out. He hasn't had a consistent run of games, and there's all talk that he's going to be off. So maybe if he goes and we get some money in for him, we could go for that reported £45 million release clause for Thomas Partey. And I think that would probably be a good transfer window. I think up front we're pretty good enough. Hopefully Aubameyang's going to sign. On that note, I just don't know why it's taken so long to announce whether he's going to stay or not. It kind of grinds my gears. He's a great player, but if you're going to stay, like, either just say something about it. There's talk he's waiting to see what else Arsenal's going to do in the transfer market, but it kind of feels like, oh, just waiting on one player to build the team around. It's going to be too late. Just say he decides to leave or something. We might get rid of Lacazette. If he goes as well, who's going to be our main striker? You've got Eddie Nketiah, you've got Martinelli when he comes back from injury, but have they got the experience to go out there and get the goals that we need now? And Aubameyang is the person to do that, in my opinion. But I'd rather, you know, I suppose he's got to do what's good for him, but as an Arsenal fan, it would be good to know just now, are you staying or are you going? And lastly, just to wrap up this video, I don't have the new Arsenal shirt. I've been wanting to get it for a while, pondering it, but it's all big money. Due to the coronavirus and the sort of lockdown restrictions, it would be a bit hard for me to get to the Arsenal store to purchase one. Normally I would just buy a replica because, you know, it's the cheaper version of the shirt. But the thing is with the replicas, because the badges are like embroidered, you have to get one that looks symmetrical. You know, sometimes you get the badges, they're more blue on one side than the other. So on that note, I've been thinking about the authentic one, and that's very, very pricey. So with the authentic one, the badges are sort of printed on, so there's going to be no chance of the badge being like incorrectly printed or anything like that. It's all going to look symmetrical, even either side. But with that being said, the authentic one is more of a slim fit, and I'm no oil painting or however you want to put it, you know. The slim fit one might work, but it might make me look a bit chubby and everything. Who really cares? But if you're going to be paying like big money for it, I'd like to get a shirt I'm happy with. So I'm a bit indecisive. Do I get an authentic one if I get any shirt at all and just order it online? Or should I try and get down to the stadium and maybe get a replica? But you can't try it on in store, so it's all a bit of a gamble, blah, blah, blah. But we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so that's it. This is just a little introduction. This is just the opinion of the average bloke on the street. If I didn't have so much social anxiety, I should film these on the street to make it look a bit more authentic. But anyway, yeah, so opener of the season, I'm going to go for an Arsenal victory. I'm not going to predict the score, but I reckon it's going to be a tough victory. I think it's going to be pretty close. With all that being said, I'm quietly confident about this season. Hopefully the players will have the right mentality and we can at least get into the top 5, hopefully top 4 again by the end of the season. But let's just see how it all goes. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. If you liked this video or these sorts of videos, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. When I say hit it, I actually mean with your mouse cursor. Don't actually punch your screen. I don't want to be responsible for any property damage. So anyway, there's going to be like buttons around here somewhere, whatever. You know, if you like, share, subscribe and all that, that's great. Anyway, guys, stay safe. Don't be silly. And if you are a fan of football, enjoy it. Anyway, see you later, guys. Bye.